Time now for the morning rush.
We're going to start with Kristen Curry.
Good morning. When it comes to our next big weather maker, we have nothing but sunshine today. Even the winds will be lighter. Temperatures about the same as yesterday, 70s, 80s, and 90s. Tomorrow, we start to see some of the changes, a little more cloud cover, likely to see a few spot storms pop up late Thursday into Friday. Crystal?
Thanks so much, Kristen. As you get ready to head out the door, we are following the day's top local stories. We start with Fernanda Lopez, who's on breaking news. Good morning, Fernanda.
Good morning, Crystal. That's right. We are following breaking news this morning. As you can see behind me, APD and AFD here responding to a crash. We heard this was a rollover. This is right on I-25, the northbound lanes. This is just south of Montgomery. Now, the information is very limited this morning, but what we do know is police were called out here about an hour ago and reports of multiple rollovers. A witness here told me he at least saw at least one car rolled over and multiple other cars involved. No word this morning yet on conditions of a driver or what led to this crash. We have reached out to APD for more information, and we will bring you an update as soon as it's available. As you can see, though, traffic is pretty much going at a roll this morning, not completely at a standstill, but you do want to avoid this area if at all you can. Back to you.
All right, thanks so much, Fernanda. On to other news this morning. ART construction will impact another section of Central. Starting this morning through Friday, crews will be doing asphalt sealing work from Coors and Yucca all the way to Coors and Central. On-street parking in areas where work is being done will not be allowed. ART officials say drivers need to maneuver carefully and advise to expect delays in that area. Officials say ART is about 70% complete.
On to News New this morning. Rio Rancho police need your help finding a missing girl. Information limited right now, but police say they're looking for 6-year-old Kate Lynn Terrell. They say she was last seen with her mother, Sabrina Brendan. It's unclear when she was last seen. If you have any information about Kate's whereabouts, you're asked to call Rio Rancho police.
This morning, more than 200 people are dead after a massive 7.1 earthquake hit just outside of Mexico City. Of those dead, at least 25 students and teachers. Overnight, hundreds of volunteers, soldiers, and police spent hours digging and tunneling through what used to be a primary school. The massive quake tore apart apartment and office buildings, and at least 40 buildings in Mexico City alone are now just a pile of rubble. Overnight, Mexico's President Enrique Peña Nieto declared a state of emergency. Crystal?
On to new news this morning. Equifax, the credit reporting bureau who suffered a massive data breach, says it had a separate incident earlier this year. Earlier this month, nearly 143 million Americans had their information compromised. According to the company, the earlier breach involved the company's payroll and human resources department. 3 executives at Equifax are also under scrutiny this morning for selling off stock just days before announcing that the company had been breached. Also new this morning, police in London say they've arrested 2 more people in connection with the London Underground train attack. This brings the total number of those arrested to 5 now. The homemade device placed inside a bucket that was enclosed by a shopping bag injured 30 people when it partially detonated inside an underground car last week. On to new details on the deadly shooting in Rio Rancho last month. Police say 71-year-old Henry Rivera Sr. was seen pulling a woman from her car in the parking lot at gunpoint, then trying to force her into his truck. Shots were fired. She was able to get away. According to police, Rivera was tracked to a home in Albuquerque, and that's when he fled again. Rivera crashed into a car carrying 2 children and pointed a shotgun at officers. That's when APD says that officers fired back. Tonight, the city's water authority is scheduled to decide whether to allow fluoride in the water. The governing board delayed the vote to tonight. They're considering resuming the addition of fluoride, which was halted in 2011. The equipment needed for it would cost the utility authority $260,000. The board is set to vote at 5 p.m. tonight. We'll keep you posted. This morning, the FBI and Santa Fe Police Department need your help finding this man who they say wore a wig while he robbed a bank. They said the man walked into Los Alamos National Bank in Santa Fe yesterday afternoon, handed an envelope to a teller demanding cash. He got away with an undisclosed amount of money. If you have any information about this, you're asked to call the FBI. Kristen.
Today's Metro Threat Index down to a 0. We have nothing but sunshine, highs in the 80s, and relatively light winds this afternoon, although Metro Threat Index likely to climb as we get into this weekend. Adam?
Lyft is driving new educational opportunities. Ride-sharing company wants to help students gain a competitive edge globally by awarding scholarships to 400 people who study subjects like robotics and programming. The online program from Udacity is called Intro to Self-Driving Cars, and it lasts 4 months.
Okay, here's some new and interesting facts for you this morning. New research finds life expectancy in the U.S. increased by 2 years to 78 years and 8 months in 2015. However, the increased use of opioids helped reduce the gains, according to a study published in the Journal of the American Medical Association. Kristen.
Time now for a check on traffic. Like Fernanda mentioned, we do have that rollover crash that has 3 right lanes and the right shoulder blocked of I-25 northbound. Right now, traffic is being directed off at Comanche. You can get on after the Jefferson exit, but the backup stretches all the way past the Big I and almost all the way to Lomas in the northbound lanes. Alternate routes are advised.
Some Amazon shoppers will soon be able to return unwanted purchases to Kohl's stores. More than 80 of the brick and mortar stores in Chicago and LA are set to accept Amazon returns for free, regardless of the reason, even out of the packaging. The service is set to start next month.
I hope it starts here soon.
Yeah,
That'd be great.
All right, time for the 5 facts.
Start at number 5. We are still waiting to hear if the owner of a local sandwich shop got Janet. Well, actually, you know what? We did just hear from her within the last hour. She called us to tell us that Janet Jackson did not try her food while she was in town, but Marie Iniguez owns Bocadillo's Slow Roasted downtown, and Iniguez had hoped that her Food Network fame and 2 restaurant success would be enough to persuade Jackson to try her food last night. She even posted the offer to Jackson's Facebook page. Iniguez even went to the Isleta Amphitheater last night to see Jackson in person, all to no avail, unfortunately, but she sure got a lot of attention from it.
She sure did. Real fast, our producer believes that Janet Jackson may still be vegan. Maybe that's why she didn't
maybe
go.
so.
Who knows? Okay, number 4. A mom of 3 who shot a man trying to rob her is suspended from her job this morning but will not be facing charges, according to police. Police say Jennifer Wirtz shot the suspect, 23-year-old Farron Mendez, when he tried to rob her while she was working at the Circle K on Eubank and Candelaria Monday afternoon. Wirtz says she got her gun out of her car because she heard there was a robbery at a 7-Eleven just nearby. It's against company policy to bring weapons to work, so she says she may end up losing her job.
At number 3, APD will begin phasing in new lapel cameras soon. This time around, every officer will get 2 body cameras. The new camera is built into a battery pack. Also, it doesn't have any cords, which means there's no chance of any cord getting tangled, unplugged, or even used as a weapon against an officer. There's also a mute button, so video can continue rolling while officers get personal information or when discussing tactical plans with other officers. The city dished out $4.4 million for 2,000 cameras.
On to number 2 now. This morning, Puerto Ricans who cannot or chose not to leave the island are hunkering down in shelters as Hurricane Maria's made landfall just about, an hour and a half ago. A few hours ago, they did a head count. More than 10,000 people, nearly 200 pets are in shelters. The Puerto Rico Convention Center was one of the shelters. It is actually still housing Hurricane Irma evacuees. Airlines were trying to add more flights to get people off that island before the hurricane struck this morning. Delta's additional flight was the last to leave around 7 o'clock last night, but as I mentioned, time is up.
And looking now at the satellite and radar of Hurricane Maria, we lost our radars due to Maria, but you can see, judging by the satellite, this has officially made landfall. We've lost the eye. That's continuing to fill in as it interacts with the land, but this is going to be something Puerto Rico is going to have to watch through the day. Here at home, nothing to talk about weather-wise this afternoon, but we've got breezy conditions and rain and storm chances coming in Friday into this weekend. Temperatures also cooler by Saturday.